Okay, today I'm going to do a quick comparison between the KingPavonini and the Bedluxe Wedge pillows and show you everything you need to know and overall which one I prefer. So let's go ahead and start with the KingPavonini. This one has the ability to adjust, which is really cool. So it has different positions, which you just undo the buttons. Now the actual height for the top position is supposed to be, I believe, 11 to 12 inches. So I have this little mini ruler that I'm going to go ahead and use to actually measure it. So it's not going to be 100% accurate because I'm using my finger to kind of gauge, but it looks like it's about 11 inches for the total height. So pretty accurate on that. Now it's said to be 7.5 with this section here, 9 with this, and then about 10 to 11 with the top. Now you can adjust this, so if I were to undo the buttons here on both sides, I'll show you the different ways to use it. So you can just fold down the top section and you just have this extra comfort here. Or if you want to just bring this down, then it's a little bit longer and a little bit higher up, like so. Or you can even use it like this and have just your feet elevated on it, on top of it. So just different ways that you can actually use it. But let's get it back to the original, which is like so. And I'm gonna go ahead and button it back up. Now another thing is on the sides, you have handles on both sides. And then you can also remove the cover and wash it, which I'm gonna talk about and show you. So in order to do that, you have to unzip the cover, and there's zippers on each piece. So since it's all connected, it's connected in 3 sections, you're gonna have to remove the cover and or I should say the pillow inside each section to wash the whole cover. So that's something to keep in mind, something that is a little bit more of a pain when you're washing it. Now the ways that I use it are just the traditional laying like down flat, but with the different options like I showed you before. So there's just different ways you can use it. Now, if you're going to be sleeping on this, I highly recommend to use a regular pillow on top of it and just add that extra comfort. It'll make it a little bit more comfortable. And then another way to use it is just an upright position. So if you were to be reading or watching TV or anything in this position, playing guitar or anything like that, this adds a lot of comfort as well. But something I also recommend is if you want to add a little bit of comfort, because there might be a little bit of space in between your back and the pillow, is just to put another regular pillow in between there and it'll add more comfort. Now let's go ahead and move on to the Bedluxe. So one of the differences off the bat is that it actually has these pockets on the side. So if you're laying on it flat, you can go ahead and put your TV remote in here or your phone. Your phone actually fits. I tried my iPhone 14 and it fits in there. And then vertically, it also has that same option. So depending on how you're using it, you can put those things in the pocket. It has a handle here on the back. It doesn't really have a slip or gripping material on the bottom, but it also can remove the cover and you can wash that by itself. So it has that ability as well. And I believe it's about 10 or 12 inches. And I don't think I measured it already, so let's go ahead. So it's looking closer to 10 inches for the height. So not quite as much as I thought it was. But despite that, it's still very good for that incline, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay down on it. This one's a more firm memory foam, so it's definitely got a lot of firmness to it, and I highly recommend to add a regular pillow to it if you're sleeping on it. It's gonna add a lot of comfort, and yeah, overall, both of them are great options. They have a lot of nice things about them, differences. This one also doesn't really have any cooling element, whereas I think this one has a little bit. I can just feel a little bit in it. So overall, between the two of them, I would go with the KingPavonini.